Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Today we are looking at another wonderful creature. This is just a common slug rat, which are indigenous to Rutan, and we're considered to be the inhabitants of that world to be the most disgusting creatures on the planet. In addition to simply being distasteful, slug rats were prone to biting, and they were usually rabid. Slug rats resemble furless, four-legged rodents with a slimy, slug-like body. The creatures bred in rapid rate, frustrating attempts to exterminate them. No one notable, or in one notable incident, I'm sorry, Governor Bursted of Reten hosted a pet show in which a slug rat had been secretly introduced by agents opposed to his rule in the hopes of humiliating him. During the pet show, Bursted placed his hand into a opaque cage, which was supposed to hold his own entry into show, a rare, glittering Minoc. Bursted was surprised to have his hand attacked by a slug rat, which had been placed in the cage in place of his Minoc. So this comes to us from Operations Pet Show Twin Stars of Kira, one of the old Star Wars Western games, kind of uh, campaigns in that, I believe. So um, we'll get into this in the D6 and that. And this is the same picture. This is the only picture that we actually have of this little creature. So it is a funny thing to add in here, and just to say that even in the galactic galaxy of Star Wars, rats are still an annoying thing from one planet to another. So here we are today. All right, so like I said, it's the same picture that we had before. This is a small pest from Rutan. Has a dexterity of 4D, perception of 3D, and strength of 2D. Again, remember 2D is our galactic standard. I see this all the time, but just in case this is the first time seeing it, it does have a bite, which does 3D worth of damage. Has a move of 9, so it's almost as fast as a standard being. Um, Size is a zero point 0.5 to 1 meter long. So that means that these do get to be a fairly good sized being. And this does come from Twin Stars of Kira, page 71. A nice little pest just to throw out here, just, the interesting creatures that we don't typically get to see or get experience or, thrown in our way when we typically think of Star Wars. Um, which is part of the reason why I'm doing this. It's not just the ships and droids, but it's also the creatures and some of the other things. There's a lot of other technology that we don't typically see that's been developed and used in campaigns and that just to add flavor and just the fun, whimsical nuances of the galaxy at large. So, with that being said, thank you so very much for joining me today. Hopefully, you got a little chuckle out of this and you're doing very well. And I will see you in the next video.